Hello everyone, welcome, True Defender here. Today we'll be refuting, or at least elaborating on the video by Libertarian Socialist rants about Poe Joseph Watson and why he doesn't like, communism. So first of all, I'm from Bulgaria, if you don't know where Bulgaria is actually, where it's part of the Socialist bloc. It used to be part of the Socialist bloc in the 80s and the early 90s. What you probably don't know is that this was a huge shithole. For example, a lot of people will tell you it was better back then, and those people would be the old generation. Of course, every generation says that. For example, old Americans say, well, we should bring back slavery and those kinds of shenanigans. I'll tell you why old people think socialism is good. Because they were comfortable. Because the government said they should do something, and they did it. They didn't have freedom of choice, which I personally think isn't that bad. Many people will tell you, well, we have to have any kind of freedom. Well, sometimes people telling you what to do and you having exact orders is quite good. But that's not the point. The point is why capitalism is great. Well, personally, in socialism and communism, though socialism is a step towards communism. Socialism, in itself, the definition of it is the step before communism. And communism, of course, is the belief that the state should own everything, and then the state should give whatever is needed to its citizens. And while that is a perfectly great belief, I believe that there's nothing wrong with the whole idea of communism. It's great. But the prerequisites for communism is everyone thinking for their fellow man, everyone not being greedy, and everyone, wanting the same result for mankind. Which, seems a little bit far-fetched to me, because we all know what, humanity and people are. And we all know that that's not gonna happen soon. So that's why you get these dictators, because that's pretty much the only way communism can be established. You got Stalin, you got Mao Zedong. You need a firm iron grasp to establish communism. So you can't have democratic socialism, because that implies democratic capitalism. Communism, which in and of itself is impossible to do, because democratic means the people will choose that, and the people will certainly not choose communism. So the next thing, why capitalism is good? Because capitalism allows you to rise above everyone else with your actions. That's why capitalism is great, in my opinion, because sure, you have corrupt bankers, corrupt government, and all that, but you can still rise above everything, even though it's corrupt. I can give you personal examples. In my country of Bulgaria, we have very, very corrupt politicians. Our government is not stable. I mean, it's no African war zone, of course, but a lot of corrupt politicians. Some people even say that our politicians are the mafia, which I think is going a little bit further. Okay, I'll admit, very corrupt politicians. However, capitalism gives you the ability to rise above those things with your own powers, with your own businesses, with your own abilities to further your monetary power. Communism does not provide that. If you work really, really hard in communism, you will only get really, really rich if the other people work as hard. Otherwise, you'll get as rich as the other people. And that's the problem with communism. Because if everyone works really, really hard and their profits are really, really high, then whoop-de-fucking-do, great for everyone. But that's not the reality. Because communism is an ideology. And while ideologies drive very good things forward, that's all they are, ideologies. Because idealists never go anywhere. Realists go anywhere. People who really know what happens, regardless of whether they like it or not. And that's capitalism, because in capitalism, the market can crash, a million fucking people can lose their jobs, or the market can boom, and lots of people can make lots of money. But capitalism is realistic. It's prepared for those things. It's never gonna tell you you're always gonna make money or you're always gonna be poor. It's fluctuating based on real, actual results.